Hi everybody, I am back. I was finally able to get myself a new camera, which means I can start filming again. So this week I am planning from the 22nd to the 28th, and I decided to use one of my own kits for this week. I have been holding on to this kit for a little while, and I wanted to plan with it on camera instead of off camera, since I wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, this is called Floral Fantasy, and it is a Cinderella inspired kit. So here I'm just running through all of the sheets really quickly before I start planning. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit nasally congested. I am sick at the moment. I got sick on Sunday and still am at the time I'm recording this, so hopefully it's not too annoying, and hopefully by next week I'll be able to talk properly and breathe properly again. But anyways, back to planning. I am putting down my checklists on top of the bottom washi, and as I have been doing in my last plan with Maze and stuff, I pushed the bottom washi down towards the edge of the page so I could have a little bit more room to plan up at the top. Yeah, I'm just going in with my to-do headers. They are a little bit washed out, so you may not be able to see the writing on them since the colors are so pale, but in real life you can see them. Now I am going in with my to-do headers, but I realized that I had school this week since last week I was on break and I started school again this week. It was like a inter-trimester break that our uni does, and so I pulled up the today headers I'd put down and I replaced them with the little things and used that for my school section. And then I realized, well, not realized, I decided to put down my assignments that was due this week and quizzes and anything else related to school in my to-do section. So I pulled up the little thing headers I had on the weekend and replaced those with my todays. And then after that, I went in with the today headers that was on my hand and just put them down underneath the dots I put down for my school schedule. After this, I am moving on to my sidebar. I put down the quote box in the corner to cover up the thankful thoughts section. Then after that, I took the flag cover up from the kit and used that to cover up the yellow flag of the page. And then I just went in with my normal sidebar. So the this week section I am using for goals for this week. And then after that, I am going in with the important header and using that for Etsy since I had a few Etsy tasks that I wanted to get done, and then I filled in the rest with some daily habit trackers. And also I covered up the little green bar peeking through the end of the sidebar section with one of the washi strips. And as I have been doing for this trimester school, I used a cloud sticker for the week of the school trimester I am in, and now I've just put down my weekend banner and my hydration trackers at the end of the boxes for each day. So now I am just going to go through and fill out my sidebar section and my school schedule and any other assignments or quizzes that I need to get done for today. My original intent with this plan with me was to do a talk through, and you may be able to tell as I am filming this, I am waving my hands around quite a bit and stuff like that. I wanted to do a talk through so I could just sit down and talk to you guys since it has been almost a full month since I have talked to you guys like in a video properly. But when I edited everything down, it ended up being 50 minutes long, and I wasn't sure if I should go ahead with uploading a video that long, since I know for some people they don't like long videos, and some people do, but for me personally, I felt that was a little bit too long, so I just scrapped that idea and just turned this video into a normal speed through plan with me, or plan as I go. But yeah, and also with this kit, I didn't want to force myself to use up the whole entire kit. I just planned how I normally would and just use stickers that would fit whatever activities I had during the day. So on Tuesday, as you just saw, I put down a little thing and just used that to mark that I had my Etsy pay come in on Tuesday. And now I am going in and planning out Monday. So first thing I had was a coffee. I like to track my coffee intake just because I don't always drink coffee, so I like to keep track of when I do. Same thing I do with tea, since I'm not, well, now I have become a little bit of a big coffee drinker, but I do like to keep track of it. Then underneath, I am taking one of the YouTuber doodle things that I have in my store, and I cut up a full box, and use that to mark down what I did in the morning. I wanted to do a personal planner setup video, and I did film it and everything, but by the time I uploaded it and everything like that, it wasn't the quality I was liking, and I wasn't really happy with it, so I didn't end up going through with it. Underneath that, I put down a little mail delivery sheepy from my store and used that to mark that I need to ship out orders. And then in the half box, I am marking down that I binged on YouTube. And the little YouTube laptop sticker is from PeacefulMindDeisgn, and the little head emoji is from my store. Then after this, I am moving on to Tuesday. I was trying to figure out which coffee cup to use, but in the end, I went with a coffee cup from Pop Mix Designs. After this, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this section. Since on Tuesday, I have mentioned this maybe a few times before, but a group that I follow called Vix had a live stream on Tuesday for after school club, and I wanted to mark that down so I could watch it. I didn't end up watching it, unfortunately, but I still wanted to mark it down anyways. So I laid down a full box at the bottom since it wasn't a lot of space, and then I put down one of the little label stickers with a pumpkin deco sticker and used that to mark that Vix was on after school club. Then after that, I needed to work on my assignment. The draft was due in on Wednesday, so I needed to get that done. And so I took one of the larger strips of washi with a laptop icon from FoxAndCactus, and used that to mark that I wanted to work on my draft. Then I took a Little Things label and a creative sheepy, and I covered up the heart icon with the sheep and just wrote that I designed a little bit that night. Now, moving on to Wednesday, I wasn't sure which coffee cup I wanted to use again, since I'm trying to get into the habit of using a variety of coffee cups in a week instead of just one style. So, in the end, I went with the coffee cups I'm holding from LilyPinkPrints, and I took a washi strip from the washi page and used that to mark that I had coffee while filming my first section of the plan as I go. Then underneath that, I took a half box and used that to mark that I wanted to do a little bit more work on my draft that was due in that day. I was having a little bit of difficulty figuring out how I wanted to mark that down. First, I wanted to use a little label sticker, but then I realized that it would take up a bit more time, so I chose a half box instead, and the laptop icon is from ThatPlannerGirl. And then underneath that, I took a sticker from JoeyDesign, and use that to mark that my assignment was due in. I don't really know what these stickers are called. They're like paper pinned stickers, something like that. But I just wrote down my unit code in the sticker, and then I just wrote that the draft was due in at 4. Then underneath that, I first wanted to mark that I wanted to work on some stickers, but then I realized that I had a quiz that I needed to study for that ended on Thursday, so I replaced the little thing sticker with a study sticker from Shannon Creations, and where the little flag thingy is, I just wrote the unit code that I needed to study for. And then I'm just filling out some of my to-dos for the first half of the week. And then after this, I decided to move on to the deco and just decorate the top pages of the Erin Condren with some of the flower stickers that I have in the kit. And I also put down some of the butterflies as well. I didn't end up using all of the deco in the kit since, well, with the way that I planned out for this week, it's just some of the things just didn't make sense, and I kind of forgot to use some of them at times and stuff. So now moving on to the second half of the week. On Thursday I slept in and I used a pumpkin deco piece to mark that, since I wanted to use up more of the deco. Then I took one of the full boxes, and I'm using that to mark that I had more uni stuff that I needed to do. And then I took a large flag with a laptop sheepy and used that to mark that I did some Etsy stuff. Pretty much most of the stickers that I have used are from my store, and there are a few stickers here and there from other stores. Also, I wanted to say a quick thank you to helping me reach 300 subscribers. I am so happy about that. As I've said many times before, I wasn't ever expecting to reach so many people and for so many people to watch my videos and everything. So I really appreciate all of your support and for enjoying the plan with me's that I put out. And I think currently at the time I am recording this voiceover, I have 310 subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing and liking and commenting and all of that. It really means a lot to me. Now moving on to Friday. In the morning I had breakfast with my best friend, and I used a little label sticker to mark that with a floral deco piece from the kit. And then I laid down a full box, since I mostly just did a lot of Etsy stuff when I came back from our little breakfast meetup. And it's a half box. I used a printer and silhouette icons from FoxAndCactus and just wrote Etsy tasks next to it. I ended up taking a nap on Friday evening, and so I just marked that down. And Friday nights are normally movie nights for my sister and I, so I just wrote down the movies that my sister and I watched. Now moving on to Saturday, I ended up sleeping in, and this was also the beginning of me becoming sick. But yeah, after that I needed to, well, before that, I put down the double full box that I have. By the time Saturday came around, I was regretting putting the weekend banner on the bottom washi, since when I originally designed the kit, the weekend banner, I put it on top of the double full box, and I really liked the way it looked. But obviously I wasn't thinking, so I really regretted putting the weekend banner at the bottom, but what can you do? in the half box on Saturday, I needed to film and edit this plan with me that you're watching, but as you can see, I stuffed up the writing for the icons. So I wrote edit with the filming sheepy and film with the editing sheepy, but I knew what it meant, so it didn't matter so much. All the plans I am putting down now from Saturday evening to Sunday actually did not end up happening since I ended up getting sick. So I did this off camera, but I did put down a rescheduled and cancelled sticker since I didn't end up doing any of the tasks that I did. But what I intended to do was do some uni work on Saturday evening and work on some new designs for the Etsy store. And then on Sunday, I wanted to wake up early and do some more uni work. And then after that, I was going to go on a driving lesson with my dad since I am on my learner's permit, so I am working on that, but it'll take me a little while since I haven't been able to go for a little bit. I was trying to figure out how to mark that down. I ended up using a flag and I took a little confused emoji from my emoji sheet and used that to mark that down. And then in the half box, I took a happy sheepy and used that to mark shopping with dad, but obviously that didn't end up happening. And then at the very end of the day, I wanted to do a little bit more uni work, but again, it didn't really end up happening so much. I did try my best to do a little bit of stuff, such as the quizzes that I needed to get done, but besides that, I didn't really do anything else. Also, the reason why I am just putting down this stuff here was because on Saturday I sort of just pre-planned out the weekend. So obviously I didn't foresee me getting sick, but I can't really do much about it, so I just used some cancelled and rescheduled stickers. And it's nice that I got to use those since I don't normally use cancelled and rescheduled stickers a lot with my planning style. But yeah, now I am just filling out what I wanted to do on Sunday. And after this, I am just going to fill out a little bit more of my to-dos and put down some deco pieces. As usual, I will list all the stores I have used in the description box, and if I have any coupon codes for them, I will list them down there as well. I really hope you have enjoyed this plan with me despite me being all nasally and congested. But hopefully everything will be back to normal next week. I really have missed doing this, so I'm glad to be back and able to film plan with me's again. As usual, thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate when you guys like and comment and subscribe on my videos. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. I will see you all in my next plan with me. Bye!